Waste no time. Come on the track, I kinda blow your mind. You hear the beat and I know you remember, but you never heard lyrics quite like this. Making up the verse as I go, coming off of my dome, and what do you know? It's the end of the world. Today down in Baltimore, the freaking bridge collapsed. Some people got hurt, some people stayed alive. But the story's still going on. The Most High, he looks real angry. But don't you try to change me, cause sometimes my words are harsh. And sometimes in the spirit realm I throw darts with the lyrical attacks. You think that I'm whack, but you don't know the fact that the Hebrews is coming back. And it's ordained by the Most High. We gonna put you in slavery because you did it to us. And now we bringing out the truth. You wanna yell and cuss, but we don't care because we know we're right. The Most High show us right, and you gonna be proved out to be liars. You some liars. 12 tribes. I got much love. I send prayers up above. I love you all. Listen to my words. Obey the Most High.
Booyah.
12 tribes. That's my folks. It ain't no joke. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. 12 tribes. That's my folks. I know you don't like it. It ain't no joke. You did what you did. Now it's time to pay the price. I know it ain't nice. 12 tribes, that's my folks. I know you don't like it, it ain't no joke. You did what you did, now it's time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. This is freestyle. And I probably shouldn't even be rapping, cause I just lost my voice 2 days ago. That's why I haven't been making videos like that, trying to relax. But sometimes I get this feeling. Oh, what a feeling, like Toyota, and I have to go and start recording. But in this sense, I'm dropping a freestyle. And the Most High put the spirit on me to love my brethren like I love myself. So I gotta share anything I learn, you know I gotta share. And beware false prophets, people telling you that the law is done away with, telling you to follow another God. But to me it seems odd. I come from the streets, born in Washington, D.C., but now I'm getting kind of free because I got my identity back. Matter of fact, pass me a stack of chains so I can put somebody in slavery. And matter of fact, not just somebody, all the nations that put hands on us, I can't wait to fuss and make a big old scene when I'm slapping one of my slaves because they did that to us and they did much more. I won't ignore. I don't sleep and I don't snore cause I'm really on a mission, I'm really on a job. It would seem as if it was a mob of angry Hebrews and they want revenge. You want to say we wrong, but we're not. Cause we some battle axes. And in the end, your ass will get taxes taken out of them by the Most High. And the Hebrews, we gonna be right on his heels, bringing you the pain and making you squeal. And once again, pass me some chains so I can put them around your hands and neck and sell you out front of the yard. You did that to me, so you should be expecting the same back. Did you not hear? As you have done, so shall it be done. And it's going to be quite fun. Holla out the Hebrews, Yahweh's portion, and King David Psalms 144. He ruled on the island too, and Yehuda too, and Yasharal. 12 tribes, that's my folks. You don't like it, it ain't no joke. You did what you did, now it's time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. 12 tribes, that's my folks. I know you don't like it ain't no joke. You did what you did, now it's time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. Haha. Shout out to all the Hebrew Israelites worldwide. Had to hit y'all with a freestyle. Yeah, I wrote the chorus, but the verse was freestyle. Hebrew.
Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. If you are in here on the live chat, you a Hebrew, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications, Hebrews. You saw the title of the video. I'm really gonna do my best to not keep us long, all right? It's late. It's already after 8 o'clock, okay, or just about 8 o'clock on the East Coast. A lot of us are very busy because of the captivity and all. People are very, very busy. People don't have that much time. And how can you blame them? Your time, as well as mine, goes to, unfortunately, the people who got you in captivity. That's who gets most of your time. But you got to fight and you got to make sure you give the Most High his due in his praise in his time because he's the one who controls all things. He controls time. Hebrews, I'm going to play this song back one more again. As you're coming through the door, hit the like button. We're going to get into this. The Bible has lies in it, Hebrew. Truth and lies don't mix. Should we still read the Bible? Hit the like button, Hebrew. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already.
Waste no time. Come on the track, I kinda blow your mind. You hear the beat and I know you remember, but you never heard lyrics quite like this. Making up the verse as I go. Coming off of my dome, and what do you know? It's the end of the world. Today down in Baltimore, the freaking bridge collapsed. Some people got hurt, some people stayed alive. But the story's still going on. The Most High, he looks real angry.
SP says, greetings, fam, with the love emoji. Greetings, fam.
Sometimes in the spirit realm, I throw darts with the lyrical attacks. You think that I'm whack, but you don't know the facts. That the Hebrews is coming back, and it's ordained by the Most High. We gonna put you in slavery because you did it to us. And now we bringing out the truth. You wanna yell and cuss, but we don't care because we know we're right. The Most High show us right, and you gonna be proved out to be liars. You some liars. 12 tribes. I got much love. I send prayers up above. I love you all. Listen to my words. Obey the Most High. 12 tribes. That's my folks. It ain't no joke. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. 12 tribes. That's my folks. I know you don't like it. It ain't no joke. You did what you did. Now it's time to pay the price. I know it ain't nice. 12 tribes. That's my folks. I know you don't like it. It ain't no joke. You did what you did. Now it's time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. This is freestyle. And I probably shouldn't even be rapping, cause I just lost my voice 2 days ago. That's why I haven't been making videos like that, trying to relax. But sometimes I get this feeling. Oh, what a feeling, like Toyota. And I have to go and start recording. But in this sense, I'm dropping the freestyle. And the Most High put the spirit on me to love my brethren like I love myself. So I gotta share anything I learn. You know I gotta share. And beware false prophets, people telling you that the law is done away with, telling you to follow another God. But to me it seems odd. I come from the streets, born in Washington, D.C., but now I'm getting kind of free because I got my identity back. Matter of fact, pass me a stack of chains so I can put somebody in slavery. And matter of fact, not just somebody, all the nations that put hands on us, I can't wait to fuss and make a big old scene when I'm slapping one of my slaves. Because they did that to us, and they did much more. I won't ignore. I don't sleep and I don't snore. Cause I'm really on a mission, I'm really on the job. It would seem as if it was a mob of angry Hebrews, and they want revenge. You want to say we wrong, but we're not. Cause we some battle axes. And in the end, your ass will get taxes taken out of them by the Most High. And the Hebrews, we gonna be right on his heels, bringing you the pain and making you squeal. And once again, pass me some chains so I can put them around your hands and neck and sell you out front of the yard. You did that to me, so you should be expecting the same back. Did you not hear? As you have done, so shall it be done. And it's going to be quite fun. Holla out the Hebrews, Yahweh's portion, and King David Psalms 144. He ruled on the island too, and Yehuda too, and Yasharal. 12 tribes, that's my folks. You don't like it, it ain't no joke. You did what you did, now it's time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. 12 tribes, that's my folks. I know you don't like it ain't no joke. You did what you did, now it's time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. Shout out to all the Hebrew Israelites worldwide. Had to hit y'all with a freestyle. Yeah, I wrote the chorus, but the verse was freestyle. Hebrew.
Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Hebrews, it is so much going on out in the world right now. It's so much going on in the world right now. And many of the things that are taking place, they are of biblical proportions. Okay? And you guys can see that. You don't need somebody to tell you that. If the Most High has blessed you with any kind of wisdom out here, you can see this is a time like never before. Okay? And this is something that we have to do, Hebrews. I know it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. I already know that. Hebrews, as you come through the door, hit that like button as you coming through the door, Hebrew. Hit that like button as you come through the door, okay? Hebrew, the Bible has lies in it. Truth and lies do not mix. Should we still read the Bible? Okay? What I want you guys to do, I want you guys to actually think for yourselves. Do not believe me. I always tell you guys, don't listen to me. Do not believe me. That's why I tell y'all to get a pen and a pad and to write scriptures down when we bring them out. Whether it's me, whether it be some of the brothers or sisters that come on here and hang out with us and we all get together. This is an Old Testament only, Torah only, Tanakh only channel, okay? But here's where we may run into a little bit of difficulty as far as we all go. There are many groups of us, and when I say us, I'm only talking about the Hebrew Israelites, all right? Because this is not a religion. This is not like church. This is a nation. This is a race of people, okay? And the Most High deals with that nation, that race of people called the Israelites. We have to start learning to think for ourselves, you guys. We have to start understanding the reality of our circumstances, which we about to go over now. But I know a lot of people, they don't like to listen to anybody who has a face that looks like mine, or many of you out there, somebody who has a face that looks like yours if you're a Hebrew. But people do like to listen to who the world would call the so-called white man. So I'm going to show you some of the things that he's done, some of the things that I know that he's done. And then a lot of these things he even tells you himself because he's a very proud man. He's very boastful. He's very arrogant. And this man is very proud of the fact that he was able to put Israel in slavery, in hardcore bondage, and nothing has been done about it so far. That's part of the reason why these people are so proud, okay? They're so proud that they put you into slavery. They took your Torah from you. I'm going to have to keep on saying that. And you know what? I would say it's a shame I got to keep saying that, but it's not a shame because this is what happens when you go into captivity. you get mentally broken, spiritually broken, financially broken, thought capabilities broken. Every single thing about Israel has been broken. So this is what happens. Many of you do not understand that when you go into slavery, you're the Israelites. You go into slavery, your enemies take your Torah from you. They take your Tanakh from you by force, vicious brute force. But for some reason, we've been led to believe that even though these people took our Torah and Tanakh from us by brute force, we've been led to believe that they gave us back all the books. So all we should do is read the books that the church gave back to us. Okay, well, here's a big problem with that, you guys. This is the Bible right here that I have in here. Okay? It's a holy Bible. It has 66 books in there. Now, I got a question for anybody that's in here on this live or anybody that watches on the playback. You guys know this is the Old Testament only, Torah Tanakh only channel right here, around here. We don't believe in the New Testament. We don't believe in Christ, Yeshua, Yahweh, none of that. We know that that's a lie. But is that not in this holy Bible? Of course it is. So the Bible is the proof. Truth and lies right here in this very book that I'm holding, family. Now I got a question for you guys because we know that truth and lies do not mix. So why come everybody hasn't thrown away the Bible? Why haven't you completely thrown away your holy Bible? And don't tell me, oh, I don't have the New Testament. I only got the Old Testament books. So what? When that book was first given to you, it had 66 books in it. Now that you come to the conclusion and you know the New Testament is a lie, but it was truth and lies mixed in there. So if we're going to go with that train of thought, I'm asking anybody out here on this live or anybody who watch on the playback, how come you didn't throw away the Old Testament? You should have thrown out the Torah and you should have thrown out the Tanakh as well. Natea says, greetings, everyone. Greetings to you, Natea. I would really like anybody out there to answer this question. Whether you're in here on this live right now or whether you watch on the playback, you guys, y'all know we talk about everything over here. Any comment that y'all put in this live, I'm going to read it, whether it's a so-called positive comment or a so-called negative comment. We are going to deal with whatever comes in that live chat. That's why we have lives, you guys, so we can get together and talk. We trying to figure this thing out. We are trying to get closer to the Most High. And we got heathen, pagan, Gentile beasts of the field that are trying to hold us back. They've been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years, you guys. It's called slavery. It's called captivity. It's called seizing the Torah and the Tanakh. So I got to ask, because I know that the majority of the world, I'm going to say probably more than 80% of the world says, don't read this, don't read that, don't read this. Yahweh's portion says, Shalom, fam. Shalom to you, Yahweh's portion. Always good to see you, brother. I'm asking you guys out there, okay? Whether you're in here on the live, whether you watch on the playback, everybody out there, and you guys are not going to get out of this one. This is a holy Bible. It has 66 books in here, okay? Now, this channel is a Old Testament only channel. This channel is a Yahweh only channel. Yahweh is the Lord. Yahweh is the only Savior. He's our rescuer. He's the one we worship. Yahweh's portion says, yo, hold up, why would you say that? You need to take that comment back. Don't tell people throw the Torah away. Love, but to UH. I don't know what B2 B2UH. I'm not sure what that means, brother, but I get you. And look, now of course, let me make this disclaimer. Of course, brother, I'm not telling nobody to throw the Torah away. I meant, bruh, laugh out loud. It's all good, brother. This is what I'm saying. I'm definitely not saying throw the Torah away. The Torah is what we go by. But what I'm telling brothers is, if we're going to take the mindset of, because we know truth and lies do not mix. They don't mix. But a lot of people out there, I'm gonna say 80% to 85% of the people on planet Earth will always tell you, don't read this, don't read that, don't read this, don't read that. Here's these books right here, and only read this. That's what they say. Well, and they say the reason why you shouldn't read other books, you guys, I've been hearing this for years. The reason why you shouldn't read other books is because they're not of God. You shouldn't read this, don't read that, don't read this, don't read that. Just take these books right here that have been extremely edited, and I mean severely edited. We're gonna go into that too. Take these books that have been severely edited and don't look nowhere else. Just look right here, don't look anywhere else. Even though when you know that you got put into captivity and they stole your Torah and Tanakh, they added stuff to it and took away, but people will still tell you don't look nowhere else. And people will say don't look nowhere else because why? The other books got lies in them. Lies like what? This holy Bible right here. 66 books in this Bible, y'all. So if you're going to take that mindset, oh, don't look at anything other books because they got lies in them. But when you was given this word of God, when you got your Old Testament, that ain't all it came with. You might have went out now that you become awakened and purchased the Torah or Tanakh, but when you first got it, it had 66 books, family. It had 66 books. So guess what? For everybody out there who says, hey, it got lies in here, so you got to throw it out. Why didn't you throw out the Old Testament and Tanakh? If we're going to take that kind of mind frame, then anybody who does not throw out the Torah and Tanakh, then I would have to say you're an absolute hypocrite. Okay? You guys, we got to stop this. This kind of thinking, it comes from the Roman Catholic Church, comes from Christianity, comes from being put in slavery. It comes from having your Torah and Tanakh seized. Like I said, you guys, I'm going to keep saying it. This channel is an Old Testament only, a Torah only, Tanakh only. But here's the thing, you guys, we don't have the original Torah. I don't care what you got, what kind of book you got. Everything we read in family is a translation. There's not a person walking this earth that got an original manuscript. Everything is a translation. Everything is a copy. Everything has been extremely edited. And there's no way around that, family. So when somebody tells you, hey, don't read this, don't read that, don't read this, don't read that, only read these books right here. You notice that whenever people tell you only read these books right here, that these are the same books that the slave master approves of. Hey, y'all, we have got to start thinking about this. If everything is all good and all true, why does the slave master so bad say, hey, take this? You guys, we can't be afraid of that. If we're going to really follow the Most High with all our soul, all our heart, we got to go after him and run after him, climb after him, claw after him like we never have. Because it's only now that we waking up, y'all, and realizing the error of our ways and that it's the Most High only. And we know we've been put into captivity. These so-called white people got a museum in D.C. where they have one of the slave Bibles on display, beating their chests. You know how proud these people feel? You can read the scriptures, and you guys, we got to start looking at the scriptures in a different light. Screw all the stuff that they taught us growing up. We got to start from the beginning, go back and read for ourselves. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody. You better start reading, okay? And this is, I'm of the proponent. I'm never going to tell you, don't read this, don't read that, don't read this. How could I tell you that when the so-called white man removed 90% of the Old Testament, y'all? See, let me calm down, because you know what's going to happen again? I'm going to lose my voice, y'all. That's why I lost my voice the other day, hooping and hollering on here. I can feel myself about to get cranked up again. Family. And you know what? I'm going to make my way to that museum one day. Once I get these tickets, I'm going to go online and get these tickets. I'm going to go in there. And hopefully they'll let me film while I'm in there. But knowing Esau, he probably won't. Okay? And some of you may get mentioned. The white man is not Esau. Okay, well, whoever you think he is, He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. I say he's Esau, okay? Maybe we'll go into that one day, but that's not of the utmost importance right now. What's of the utmost important is obey the Most High, and it's the Most High only. Yahweh's portion says, so are you saying if we don't read the Torah, but only read the Torah? Hold up. So are you saying if we don't read the Torah, but only read the Torah, we are hypocrites? No, no, we have to read the Torah, brother. You know I got love for you, but you bring in some statements that sound personal. Hey, well, let me give a disclaimer, brother. This ain't personal at all, brother. What I'm doing, I'm trying to get all the Hebrews before it's too late to really understand the severity of our situation, you guys. The so-called white man, look, and that's why I'm giving this disclaimer, brother. No, this is not personal to anybody. To anybody out there, this is not directed to any person particularly. This is directed towards teaching. This is directed toward truth. And this is what I'm figuring out, you guys. We have to stop being so comfortable with believing the narrative that we were taught all our lives. And look, not only that, even once we came into this truth, y'all, we've got to be very careful because you know what? I don't know how many times I can say it, family. The so-called white man is so proud. He has one of the copies of the slave Bible in Washington, D.C., with 90% of the Old Testament removed, you guys. The statements that I'm making, you guys, are made to make you guys think and to question everything. And look, I'm going to keep on saying this. You better not believe what I'm saying. Anybody out there who's watching this video, if you just hear me talking, you say, yeah, I believe that. You know what? Shame on you. Don't believe no man. Don't put your faith in no man out there. You know what? You better put your faith in the Torah and the Tanakh, Old Testament only, Tanakh only. But here's the thing. We don't have all our Tanakh, and there's no way anybody can prove anything else. Yahweh's portion says, YouTube effed up my comments. Hey, bruh, I'm not surprised. YouTube is effing up a lot of stuff on here. And I've been having brothers and sisters come on here tell me, hey, I saw you went live the other day, but I couldn't get in. YouTube said it was private. I don't make none of these lives private. Y'all, YouTube is playing games with us, y'all. I heard people getting comments deleted, getting blocked. If y'all see something over here that looks strange, and y'all like, yo, why would he do that? Probably, I didn't probably do it. YouTube is doing their own thing, y'all, on all of us. Look, especially you, Yahweh's portion. They can see your name, Yahweh's portion. I guarantee you it's some wicked-ass Edomite sitting behind the curtain. He see your name, Yahweh's portion, or he like, yeah, let me start screwing with that, typing buttons and jiggling wires. You filthy, stinking Edomites out there, you're going to pay for what you're doing. You wicked as all get out. I just saw that too, Ak. SP says the heathen has touched it all, so no one has the full truth. Correct. Uni Big Tree says, hey, all praises to the Most High only. That's right. And you guys, I'm going to keep on saying that too, because I be seeing sometimes, apparently there's a few brothers and sisters on this channel who don't understand that this is a Yahweh only. We do not believe in JC. We don't believe in Christ, Yeshua, Yahweh Shai, none of that stuff. You know what? You can say, I'm anti-New Testament. Yes, none of that. Torah Tanakh only, okay? But like I said, I'm going to keep hopping on this as well. Problem is, there's not an original Torah on this planet or Tanakh. These heathens done rifled through it all, y'all, and it's clear as day, y'all. We got to stop being afraid of that, y'all. And trust me, there was one point I was afraid of that. Yahweh's portion says, at Uni Big Tree, Shalom, Yahweh Akkad, bro. That's right. And y'all, you know what? Oh, man. All praises to Yahweh, y'all, and Yahweh alone. It's amazing the times that we in, family. But I feel like I really had to make this video because I'm telling you, y'all, I know I'm not the only one out there that feels some of these thoughts, but we've been taught to, hey, it's just this way and that's it. No, absolutely not, family. You better not listen to no man. And look, I'm a man too. You better not listen to me. What you best be doing is grabbing your spiritual shovel and pick and start digging for yourself. That's why I tell y'all to get a pen and a pad, okay? Now, it's clear as day, cannot be denied. Now, once again, see this, I'm saying these things to make you guys think. We know that the whole entire Bible is not true. Okay? We do know that on this channel. We know that it's 66 books in this book right here, and there are lies in this book. So how do I know what's a true and what's a lie? How do I know that? Well, you know what? Don't let me talk about how I know it. Let's see. This is how we judge all things on this channel, okay? This is how we judge all things. And that's whether this cuts me, cuts the guy across the street, cuts the guy upstairs, doesn't matter. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. You guys, that's out of the Old Testament. Yahweh's portion says, I just want to go home, and Jeremiah 31:34. You know what? We gonna get that. Let's get it. I feel you, broski. What did you say? Jeremiah 31:34? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Jeremiah 31:34. Oh, yeah. And they shall, and you guys, grab a pen and a pad, write these scriptures down. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. Write these scriptures down so you can go back. Jeremiah 31:34. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more. Man, you know what that verse sound like, brother? A good night's sleep, brother. Man, that's just like a laying out for a good night's sleep after you done had a wonderful, perfect day, completely stress-free, completely blessed, and then just kick back on that one right there. Ah, man. That make me want to go just lay in a hammock somewhere out in the park right there, bruh. Why you do that, bruh? Uni Big Tree says, Shalom, Khan. Exactly, bro. Dang, bro, you just made me want to go out to the park somewhere with some warm weather and relax, man. Why you do that, bro? You really threw me off with that one, bro. My mind is somewhere else now, laid out, relaxing, drinking a nice cold cup of lemonade or whatever. Man. All right, but you guys, and trust me, I know a lot of people going to probably might get revved up by this. It's not to rev y'all up. This video is, you guys, is to make all of us think, myself included, and it's to make us. Yeah, Howard's portion says dead ass serious though. I know, bro. I know. I know, and I got that vision in my head right now of that verse, like how that would physically feel. Oh man. Real talk, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. That verse was so powerful. It really, I'm not gonna keep y'all long, but that verse was so powerful, bruh. It almost made me want to just shut this live down, bruh. I ain't lying. And go just put my feet up, bruh. I ain't lying. And just think about that. And you know what? I guarantee you, when I get off of here, I am gonna think about. I can't stop thinking about. I gotta get my thinking cap back on so I can finish these scriptures. That's a serious jump right there. And boy, what a beautiful day that's going to be, y'all. And you know what? Maybe I'm crazy, but I do kind of feel like that's closer than what we think. King David, Psalm 144 says, can't wait to kick back in the kingdom on vacation every day with my kids and wife, watching my wicked heathens work hard, good ones. The Most High, like I like also, but them wicked, secretly evil ones, nope. That's right. Uni Big Tree says, it is what it is, says the Most High. So we might as well kick back and know the Creator will follow through. That's right. Thus, all praises. Y'all know how beautiful that's gonna be, though. I mean, like, just think about that joint, man. All of us, look, all of us right here that's on this channel, and all the brothers that we never even met gonna be able to kick it together and just chop it up and do that. Yahweh's portion says, I'm sick of the dysfunction. We all want to know the truth. We will literally say F everybody else, but for real though, we just need to Chronicles 7:14. Exactly, brother. It's funny that you say that, bruh. It's funny that you say that. I saw another brother today. He was bringing that out right there. And that is oh so true. That is oh so true. Basically, family, this is the time where, and I'm telling y'all, my whole life, and look, until I found out I was a Hebrew Israelite, I'm the kind of nigga I hated reading. When I say I hated reading, I despised reading. And I only understood it once I came into the truth that why did I despise reading? Because in the black community, reading is for lames. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. You're looked at as not cool. You're whack. You're weak. You're this. You're that. And plus, it's frowned upon. Having intelligence in the black community, believe it or not, y'all. A lot of y'all out there know what I'm talking about. It's frowned upon. When you in the so-called black community, the more ignorant and dumber you are, the more celebrated you are. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. King David says, facts. He's pointing up to what Yahweh's portion said, facts. Because at the end, we all know serve the Most High alone. And his laws, everything else is pointless. Just how I believe America is it. And people want to sneak diss me because I don't believe Africa. Yeah, that's crazy, bruh. And I know, like I said, on multiple situations, on multiple fronts, there are going to be things that we all just don't agree on. Some people are just like, hey, everybody come from Africa. If you don't believe that, you're evil, you're wicked. Yeah, I'm like, hold up now, hold up. King David, Psalms 144 says, when all the animals and etc., the Most High mentioned with our people is only located in America, they still got that school teaching, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Y'all, yeah, family. School has been brainwashing us since kindergarten, y'all. Everything that we've been taught is a lie, y'all. And you know what? The Torah and the Tanakh, family, these devils, they rifle through it, y'all. That's why the Most High put that curse on there, okay? I think it's Deuteronomy 4, don't add to, don't take away. You guys, the Most High would not feel the need to make a statement like that if people were not going to add or take away. We know that they added. Look, I got 66 books right here to prove that they added. And they took away also, family. Because what? The slave Bible removed 90% of the Old Testament. They took out the whole book of Jeremiah at all. So imagine this, family. Imagine if during the time of slavery, people was reading the Bible, our people, just like we read now, were reading the Bible, and they thought that, hey, we got the books. All they had was 10% of the Old Testament, but they thought they had it all. Why did they think they had it all? Oh, because these are the books that the so-called white man gave to them. These are the books that's in there. So they said, you know what? We got them all. Whole time the book of Jeremiah was not there. Whole book of Psalms, not there. So imagine if one of those guys in slavery would have popped up with a book of Psalms. People would have called them wicked. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's more than meets the eye. They rifle through our records, family. Yahweh's portion says, not to get off topic, I'm sitting here knowing it's people that's Torah only that feel some type of about me, but we all most high Yahweh only, while I got Sakari constantly calling me out, shaking my head. You know what? That's crazy, bruh. And you know what? And And you know what? You're not off topic, bruh. Anything that anybody makes want to make a comment in here, especially talking about the Most High only, Torah only, Tanakh only, nah, bruh. It's not off topic. Feel free to let it loose. And you know what? And it's crazy that Sakai would have anything to say to you at all because they straight up blasphemous and idolaters. You know what? It might be time to make a video about these camps, man. Your Howard Portion says, I'm like, shoot, if I say something my own Torah, only brothers would try to scarf us. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what, bruh? It might be time to start exposing these camps. It might be time to start exposing these camps. And it's another thing I've been thinking too, y'all. What would happen if Torah Tanakh only Hebrew Israelites went out to the street corner and started bringing out the Torah and the Tanakh only and exposing the demon, the blood god? King David Psalms 144 says, the last video still to this day, we don't even got the full version of the upgrade version. We think we got all the Psalms and etc. And that's probably 45%. Only difference went from 10% to 45%. Exactly, King David. That's what I'm talking about. And you know what? I'll say this as well. These demons rifle through our records so much, family, it's probably books that we've never heard of that we won't hear of till we get into the kingdom. There's probably biblical characters with great stories. We've never heard of those characters because these demons, when they threw us into captivity, they were reading through our Torah Tanakh. They saw, let's just say his name was Bubba Frank. They saw the works and the deeds and the teachings of Bubba Franks in the Torah and Tanakh and what he did and how the Most High was with him. He was Most High only and had all this power. They said, rip that Bubba Franks testament out, get rid of it. We don't want them knowing about it. Family, I'm almost willing to bet it's Bible characters, Bible stories, Bible books we've never heard of, and we won't hear about them till we get in the kingdom. But you know what? That's a testimony against these wicked demons. They're gonna have to die for this one, y'all. They're gonna have to die for this one. The House Portion says, they literally invited me to debate tonight. They live right now thinking I'm about to go up there, laugh out loud. Hey, yo, that's crazy. You know what's so crazy? These camps and these Christians, they stand boldly in their idolatry, family. And family, see, that's one of the main reasons why they edited our Torah and Tanakh. Look, that's why I got 66 books in here right now. And you know what they did? They took out more books that should have been in and added in books that shouldn't be in. That's what they did. So what do? Do we say, hey, it's 66 books here. It's lies in here. So you know what? I'm throwing it all away. No, no, we don't throw it all away. You know what we do? We Isaiah 8 and 20. Family, in case you don't know out there, I know a lot of you guys know, but somebody may come across this video and they might not know how to get their footing, how to find their way. You know what? You guys call it the Old Testament. It's called the Torah and the Tanakh. All the answers and the questions you need are right there. Okay? The New Testament is false. The New Testament is made for the new God, the blood God, the half man, half God, the human sacrifice God, JC, Christ, Yeshua, Yahweh. Y'all know who I'm talking about. We don't deal with that over here. That's called wickedness, witchcraft, satanic, blood, rituals, you name it, devil stuff. King David, Psalms 144 says, already did the dude that called me Asian because I didn't believe everything he teach and telling people I said follow other powers and etc. But always claim the Most High spoke to me, not knowing the Most High hate liars. Exactly. Y'all, we living in crazy times. And some of the things that people will do and say, and look, and then even once they realized that they were wrong, that they were in over their head, and that they were being extremely disrespectful. I'm not talking about miscommunications. I'm not talking about differences of opinion. I'm talking about somebody that goes intentionally and they know and they're disrespecting you. They're wrong as two left shoes. They don't have a leg to stand on. And even once they realize that they're wrong, they won't apologize. They're not humble enough to apologize. Family. And I'm gonna finish watching this video later on, right? I can't remember this brother's channel. This brother is he's a very wise brother in Israel. I think no, the name of his channel was called, I think it's called They Don't Want the Truth. I think that's the name of the channel. That brother, I like what this brother is saying. This brother is a most high only. He's serious. King David, Psalms 144. I'm sorry, no. Your house portion says Psalms 97, 7a. Worshippers of images are put to shame, who make their boast in worthless idols. Worship him, all you gods. Your house portion says, trust me, people will not. Mean OT, drop the pride. You right, brother. You right. And you know what, y'all? That's one of the things, just my personal thoughts, right? As a nation, right? Not as a guy over there, a guy over here, but as a nation. If all of us can be more humble, me, you, him, her, they, them, if all of us can add to our humble odometer, the Most High, I'm sure he would, that would bring benefits from the Most High. It would probably quicken our salvation. Yahweh's portion says, yeah, they don't want the truth. I seen his vid. I was watching it before I tapped into your live, laugh out loud. Got you. And you know what's so crazy? A lot of these guys in these camps, they're getting money off of Israelites out here, and they're lying to them. Sending them, I mean, they could have just stayed in the Christian church if they was going to join these camps, right? But, and look, and a lot of these camps do this too. Hey, just read this. Just read this. Just read this. But them same camps tell you that you went into captivity. Them same camps tell you that you went into captivity. They know about the slave Bible. They know about it. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm not gonna talk about it no more. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Because sometimes people don't like to believe a so-called Hebrew, but they will believe the so-called white man. Y'all know that. Okay? Fair use. Fair use. Hebrews, if you haven't hit the like button already, hit that like button. Fair use. Fair use. Let me get situated. Hold up, Hebrews. Bear with me. Fair use. Fair use.
Welcome to Esoteric Thoughts. When 19th century British missionaries arrived in the Caribbean to convert enslaved Africans, they came armed with a heavily edited version of the Bible.
I'm stopping that right there. Did you hear what he said, Hebrews? Y'all, this is something right here. I'm gonna admit, there was one point where I was afraid to face this. I was afraid to face this. He said that when they came to put niggas in slavery, they came with a heavily edited Bible. Now look, how come he just didn't say they came with an edited Bible? You notice that? He didn't say they came with an edited Bible. He said they came with a heavily edited Bible. Family, you've never gotten back your whole Torah and Tanakh. And please, you guys, I don't want anybody to misunderstand what I'm saying. Please, family, I am a Torah Tanakh only guy, as many of you are. But I just do understand that we got robbed. And they took stuff out of our Torah and Tanakh, and they gave it back to us with stuff that shouldn't be in there and stuff that should be in there. They took it out. You heard what this guy just said. They showed up with heavily edited. No, you got to hear him say it again. Don't listen to me.
British missionaries arrived in the Caribbean to convert enslaved Africans. They came armed with a heavily edited version of the Bible.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, family? Why? He told you why. To convert you. They come with heavily edited scripts to convert you. And guess what they're doing when they edited those scripts? Heavily. They're saying, just read these books right here that we gave you. That's why in these days when the book of Jeremiah was not there, they took it out. Guess what? Guess what would have happened to a Hebrew back then, a slave, if he would have popped up and said, hey, y'all, I got this book called Jeremiah. They would have said, man, that's not a part of the scriptures. You adding to the words, Op. And then that Hebrew would have said, no, I'm not adding to the word. This is supposed to be in there. But the white man took it out. And the Hebrews would look at him and say, no, Op, you're wrong. That's a new book. That's a new book. It's not supposed to be in there. You're adding to the words. Family, that's the same thing going on now. These people are very proud, family. And I'm telling y'all, I'm not going to lie. There was one point where I was afraid to deal with this. But you know what? If we Torah Tanakh only Israelites, we can't be afraid to deal with anything, y'all. Remember, this is our responsibility to deal with this. We are the witnesses of Yahweh. This ball is in our court, family. Whether we like it or not, we are the ones who are responsible, and we have to deal with this. Like I said, was there one point where I was afraid of this? I was. But you know what? The Most High has broken that spirit of fear with the spirit of truth. And the more truth comes out, just like Daniel, I believe it's Daniel 12, knowledge shall increase. Family, this is knowledge increasing. Knowledge is increasing, family. We do not have all of our Torah and Tanakh, and I want it all back. Not just the ones that the so-called white man said, here, read this. No, I want it all. And the fact that we don't have it all, oh, you best believe that is going to be a testimony against our enemies when the Ancient of Days gets back on the scene. You wonder why we having such a hard time all over the world, all over the globe, all wherever we go to church, camps, wherever, non-camps, it doesn't matter. We have a terrible time agreeing on anything. It's because these devils showed up, put us in slavery with a heavily edited Bible.
Any passage that might incite rebellion or the realization for freedom was removed, such as references to the exodus of enslaved Israelites from Egypt. This book's full title was Select Parts of the Holy Bible for the Use of the Negro Slaves in the British West India Islands.
Now, I will give a commentary on that, but that's self-explanatory. Y'all see what they did. Select parts of the Holy Bible for the use of the Negro slaves in the British West India Islands. Y'all, the white man edited our Torah and Tanakh heavily. You heard what that guy said?
Otherwise known as the Slave Bible.
That's our Bible, y'all. That's what they did to it.
Today, just 3 original copies of the Slave Bible are known to exist.
Ho, 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 ho. What? Just 3 known copies of the Slave Bible? So what happened to the rest of them? What happened to the rest of them? Oh, maybe the same thing that happened to all our other missing and hidden books. These people have been playing hide and seek with our scriptures. They were never supposed to touch our scriptures, y'all. But when we didn't do our job, which is ultimately what? Fearing the Most High and keeping his commandments. To sum up everything, we could just sum up everything right there and just say, fear the Most High and keep his commandments. That pretty much sums up everything. But that also goes with how do you know what to read? How do you know what's a lie when you read it? Well, because of Isaiah 8 and 20, when you read the New Testament, it's very easy to pick out the lies. So guess what? As you're on a quest to regain your Torah and your Tanakh, because we should definitely be on a quest to regain it, God gave it to us. That's our job, family. That's not something that we can run from any longer. That's also our salvation is in the Torah and the Tanakh. That's why they severely edited our book so bad, trying to hide the Most High. You guys, how many times did they scrub Yahweh's name out of the Bible? Hey, family, that right there alone, when you pick up a modern day Bible and you read in the Old Testament, you never see Yahweh's name. That's how severely and heavily they edited. They edited it so much, they edited his name right on out. But we actually still want to think that we have all the books. Family, is no way. And the reason why I'm making this video, family, because I want to cause you to think. I want to make you, as well as myself, uncomfortable. This was a very uncomfortable truth that I had to face. I couldn't duck it and dodge it any longer.
Two
And neither
Bibles
can
in
you,
Hebrew,
family.
and one is currently on view at the Museum of the Bible in
Family, it's only 3 of these on planet Earth, and one is in DC, my hometown. I'm going to that museum, family.
Washington, D.C. The Slave Bible was originally published in 1807.
Did y'all hear that? What was so-called black people doing in 1807? You were knee-deep in chains around your head, neck, all kind of cruel things being done to you. 1807.
Printed in London by Law and Gilbert for the Society for the Conversion and Religious Instruction and Education of the Negro Slaves in the British West India Island.
Do you hear that? Do you hear this? Shout out to Britain. Britain, you are going to be destroyed by Yahweh. You got a day coming. Matter of fact, it appears as though your day is just about here. Britain, America. Oh yeah, America, you in this too. You're part of the British too. You ain't getting out of this one.
This society was founded by the Bishop of London, Bill B. Porteous, in 1794. Porteous had made a name for himself preaching sermons about the abolition, to a relative degree, and demands that Christians offer kind treatment of the slaves. It was the Church of England's Porteous that produced the Slave Bible.
Fair use.
For instance, the Slave Bible was produced 3 years after the Haitian Revolution, during a period of increased American.
Yahweh's portion says, same people, same tactics, gonna get the same judgments. That's right. And your judgment will be a painful one. Because you know what? You thought that you was really getting over editing the scriptures, hiding books, hiding information, hiding the true identity of the Israelites. But you did not know that you were building up a testimony against yourself. And that testimony is going to see to it that you are judged by Yahweh. What a day that will be. You already getting judged to a degree as we speak. And it's going to get worse soon.
And European paranoia that the people they oppressed would one day rise up against them.
You see that? That's why they edited the books. The European paranoia of the people they oppressed one day rising up. Fam, that's why they edited your Torah and Tanakh, fam. They heavily, not just edited the Torah and Tanakh. This video started off telling you that they heavily edited the scriptures, which is only the Torah and the Tanakh. And they did that because of the European paranoia. Oh yeah, there's no way around this. The so-called white man is the one who edited the scriptures because of his paranoia of the people that they oppressed rising up against them. And boy, you are going to get it by Yahweh.
Missionaries and planters thought that Christianity would protect against revolutions by teaching the enslaved people to respect their masters, thus help them be better slaves. While some historical records portray
Hazelwood says, Shalom, family. King Charles is leader of the Church of England. Yes, another devil.
Bishop Porteous as an abolitionist, his actions and official letters show otherwise. In his letter, Porteous portrays converted slaves as feathers in the caps of their owners.
Y'all hear that? Converted slaves were feathers in the caps of their owners. Could it be you a feather in his cap because he know that you're a real Aboriginal Native American Indian? That's why he represents conquering you. Every slave is a feather in his hat. I'm just saying, something to think about.
Calling them a pleasing and interesting spectacle of a new and most numerous race of Christians, plucked as a brand out of the fire, rescued from the horrors and superstitions of paganism. Porteous reasons that Christian slaves work harder and are more compliant than those who do not convert.
You hear that?
He argues that plantation owners should allow their slaves to receive Christian religious education so that their
You know what that means? Christian religious education also means heavily edited Bible. This is why they heavily edited the Bible. This is why they took books out and they added books in. And you know what, family? I'm going to keep on saying this, y'all. We have to deal with this. This is reality. I know it's scary sometimes. I know it's painful. But we cannot afford to act any longer like they did not take books out of the scriptures. And like they did not add books. We know that they added books. We don't have any problem admitting that they added books. Because we all know that the New Testament is added. We can tell by the way it's written. It doesn't line up with Isaiah 8 and 20. But we have a very hard time admitting that they took stuff out. Even though we see proof right here. Even though this guy said they had a heavily edited Bible. Even though you know that they took out 90% of the Old Testament, we still act like they didn't take out books. Taking out books is called hiding books. It's called hidden books. It's called hidden information. It's called you're gonna die for lying and taking these books and stealing. That's what it's called. Judgment against the oppressor for doing this to us.
sexual activity can be controlled with the hope of producing more offspring, more enslaved babies, more slaves, more labor, more profit.
SP says them New Testament names turn real white too. Indeed they did. Peter, Paul, James, John. Sounds like the guy next door.
In a number of works and letters by Bishop Porteous to the governors, legislators, and proprietors of plantations in the BWI, he aims to convince these readers to allow enslaved Africans time.
King David says, can't hide that ass whipping they gonna get. That's right. And it's coming soon. And you know what the beautiful thing is? They are afraid, y'all. I know y'all can see it. King David says, facts. They are terrified. But you know how they are. They got to act all tough. But if you know, you know. They're scared, family.
And resources to receive Christian religious instructions with a labor-free Sunday so that the enslaved can gather and be formed into Christian slaves.
Do y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? And they don't have no problem telling us this because you know what their mind thought is? So what, nigga? Yeah, we did it. What you gonna do about it? That's their mind frame.
He speculates that the local clergy would be willing to prepare a short form of public prayers for them, consisting of a number of the best collects of the liturgy, the creed, the Lord's Prayer, and the Ten Commandments, together with select portions of scripture taken principally from Psalms and Proverbs, the Gospels, and the plainest of the most practical parts of the epistles, particularly those which relate to the duties of slaves towards their masters.
Y'all hear that? What was the purpose of the slave Bible?
This movement sought to teach enslaved Africans to read, with the ultimate goal of introducing them to Christianity. But they had to be careful.
You hear this? The only reason that they allowed you to read nigga is so that they could push Christianity on you, so that they could push the heavily edited Bible on you. They did not allow you to read until they heavily edited the Bible. Family, we do not have our whole Torah and Tanakh. We don't have it, family.
Not to run afoul of plantation owners who were weary about the revolutionary implications of educating their enslaved workforce. So,
You hear that? Because they know if we were to get into that Old Testament, this foolishness would stop.
some missionaries also believed that it was only appropriate to teach enslaved people the parts that reinforced their enslaved status. During slavery, its proponents often justified it with the Bible, specifically verses telling servants to obey their masters. The BWI Islands, modern day Jamaica, Barbados, and Antigua,
Listen up,
formed
Hebrews.
part of the British Overseas Empire, and it was powered by enslaved Africans forced to work on sugar and cotton plantations, so
Israelites,
they couldn't read or be read anything that might incite them to rebel.
like the Old Testament. Do y'all hear that? Do you hear that? They could not be taught or read anything that could possibly incite them to rebel. That's why they took the books out. And that's why they added books in. They took Torah and Tanakh books out to soften you up, to dumbing us up, and then they added the New Testament to fatten us up and to make us weak, soft, friendly, and to love the person who's whipping us and killing us. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Hazelwood says, I recommend reading the Apocalypse of Abraham, especially the last 2 chapters. I'm going to check it out. I'll check it out.
That meant the missionaries needed a radically pared down version of the Bible.
Did y'all hear that? The missionaries came with a part-time version of the Bible, family. That's the Bible that we got. You think you fully out of the slave Bible? Absolutely not. If they took away 90% of the Old Testament, what in the world would make you think that they're going to give it all back? And know this, if the so-called white man admits to taking away 90%, what he really means is they took away 95%. You got to know who you dealing with, fam.
The King James Version has 1,189 chapters. The Slave Bible only has 232.
That's like 900 something chapters removed, y'all. Did you hear that? Family, y'all didn't hear that. You know what? I'm going to play that back.
James Version has 1,189 chapters. The Slave Bible only has 232.
Yo, that's like 900 chapters removed out of the scriptures. But you guys, you still having a hard time accepting and believing that they took books out. Family, if you guys can't see it, if you guys can't see this, you're in trouble. Look, we got to stop being afraid of this, y'all. I don't care how long you believe what you believe. For many of our lives, we also believed in JC. But once we figured out it was wrong, we turned around. Same thing we got to do now, family. We cannot afford to say any longer that they did not take books out. We cannot say anymore, just read this, just read that, when we know who gave us these books. And we know what they did. Heavily edited. They removed 900 something chapters, y'all. Like I said, I'm going to keep on hopping on this. Imagine if you was in slavery and you came to one of your brothers and said, hey, I got this book of Jeremiah. It's supposed to be in the Bible, but they took it out. That's why we never heard of it. They would look at you like you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. And when you tried to read from that book of Jeremiah, they would call you evil. Do y'all see that, family? I know that you guys see it. Somebody out there sees this. We got to stop being afraid of this, family, because this is our responsibility to deal with this.
This equates to roughly 10% of the Old Testament and almost 50% of the New Testament. Apart from one exception, the editors of the Slave Bible prefer to include whole chapters. They did not redact individual sentences or words they found troubling. It's hard to pin down the exact edition of the King James Version the editors used.
Did you hear that? And why is it hard to pin down the exact version the King James editors use? Because there's multiple versions of the King James. Y'all, that's what y'all, family, are you guys hearing this? King David says, facts, big facts. Family, we got to stop dancing around this, family. We got to stop dancing around this because, family, only Yahweh knows what's in those books that they took out. They took those books out for a reason. Those books belong to us. So like I said, imagine yourself in 1807. Imagine yourself in 1807, you on a plantation in some kind of way, you get your hand on the book of Jeremiah and you bring it to another slave. And he said, hey, bro, what you doing, man? That's not of the Most High. I never heard of no book of Jeremiah. And then you try to explain to him, hey, the slave master, they hid these books because they didn't want us to see this. But we got it now. They would look at you and call you evil. Lifestyle of the child of God says facts. They will call you evil. Look, they took out the whole book of Psalms. If it was the year 1807 and you was on a plantation in slavery, some kind of way, it would only be by the way of the Most High God that you were able to get your hands on the book of Psalms after they then removed it. But some kind of way, you get your hands on the book of Psalms in 1807 and you go to your brother and say, hey, brother, I found this book called the book of Psalms. This is a part of the Torah and Tanakh. They're going to look at you and say, bruh, you're adding to the scriptures because they can't understand. Just like now we can't understand. These people severely edited the Torah and Tanakh. We do not have all the books. We're not going to have them all until the Most High comes and completely restores us. That's what restoration is about. We're not going to get all this stuff back they stole from us. Lifestyle of the Child of God says, Putin just told us Jesus was black. How long was that hidden, even though we know that already? But Lifestyle of the Child of God, over here, we don't ascribe to the New Testament. We don't believe in Jesus, JC, Yeshua. But see, the reason why Putin has to tell people that, because the truth is in there. The truth is that the Israelites are black. But he has to still try to keep people in idolatry. I don't know if you are aware of this, Lifestyle of the Child of God, but Jesus Christ or JC is an idol. Father, please forgive me for saying that name. JC, he's an idol. He's not of God. He's actually a new God. I don't know if you're aware of that, Lifestyle of a Child of God. Hazelwood says that's why we shouldn't be arguing over scripture, because we don't have all the truth. Facts. Lifestyle of the Child of God says facts. Hazelwood's a dead idol at that. Facts. But the truth was in that statement, though, because, see, Putin, by saying that, what he's saying is that the Israelites are black. But that's going to go over the whole world's head. You know what I'm saying? But that's how these Gentiles do. They're going to bring a little bit of truth, but they're going to sprinkle some lies in there, too. Just like the heavily edited Bible, family.
While the words are the same, the punctuation, capitalization, chapter summaries, and titles look different from most versions. Now, these variations do not affect the meaning per se.
King David says, since we got the main thing as a Torah only, they probably removed something. They tell us what exactly to do once we know. The Most High only in his laws to have him come on the spot, just gone. Yep. SP says JC created to create religion. Yep. Oh, man. Yep. Everything y'all saying. Yep. And yep.
It was the editor's attempt to improve the readability of the text.
Y'all hear that? Y'all know that that is BS. The editor don't give a damn about improving the reader's experience. The editors are out to deceive you. Y'all see that? He tried to deceive us just now. That's why you got to do what? Chew the meat, spit out the bone.
What these variations tell us about the editors is that they did not simply copy and paste an existing edition of the authorized version and then remove the text they found troubling. It appears that there was some intentionality as to how their edition would read by their use of multiple editions to create their composite edition.
Do y'all hear that? Do you hear that? In other words, if you don't understand what he just said, heavily editing is what he basically saying. Family, no longer can we deny, no longer can we lie and pretend like they didn't take books out. We don't have it off, man.
For 30 years,
Fair use, fair use. Family, we don't have it all.
While the editors have removed the Exodus account,
Look at this.
where God delivered Israel from oppression,
You hear this? All of the versions of the Slave Bible removed the Exodus account. Do y'all hear that? So what does that mean? That means they removed part of the Torah. See? Do y'all see that? All of the slave Bibles had that removed. Do y'all see that? And look, in the Old Testament, in the book of Exodus, they got 2 chapters in the book of Exodus. Okay? I don't know if y'all can see that. Look right there, over there. Okay? Exodus chapter 19 through 20. That's all they got of Exodus. Other than that, it's gone. Do y'all see that? No book of Psalms. No book of Jeremiah. Oh my goodness. The book of Daniel, they got chapters 1 through 9, missing chapters 10 through 12. Do y'all see this? No book of Leviticus. The whole book of Leviticus is gone. Whole book of Numbers, gone. You guys, last I checked, Leviticus and Numbers were in the Torah. So anybody telling you, we got all the Torah, we got all Tanakh? No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you know what? Imagine if you were in slavery in 1807, and if you were on a slave ranch, and you came up to your brother and said, hey, I got this book of Numbers right here. This is really a part of the Bible. They would look at you and say, you're adding to the scriptures. If you would show up with a book of the law from the Torah, the book of Leviticus, which they took out, and you say, hey, look, man, these are God's laws here. These are laws. They would say, nah, man, you adding to the scriptures, and that's the book of Leviticus. You see this? Family, no more can we afford to have our old way of thinking. We're proving that that's wrong, family.
so have they also removed all of Exodus and any mention of liberation, while highlighting obedience as well as the consequences for disobedience. The Slave Bible only includes Exodus 19.
Melissa Israel says, great point. Good to see you, Melissa Israel. Family, look at this. Look at this over here, right? Right here. Hey, look at that. That's what they have up there of Samuel. For the book of Samuel, all they got is 1 Samuel chapter 17 and chapter 24. All the rest of the book of 1 Samuel and none of the book of 2 Samuel. Do y'all see that? Do you guys see that? But y'all actually think that we got the whole Torah? Family, cut it out. Cut it out. Look, the whole book of 2 Chronicles gone. From the first Chronicles, all they got is 1 Chronicles 17. Where are the other chapters of Chronicles? Do y'all see this? But you actually want to try to say, only read the books that they give you. Well, what about when they passed out this Bible right here and this is all they had? We should, in that case, we shouldn't accept the book of Leviticus because they added that to it later, right? Do y'all see this? Family, the Most High increases knowledge as we get near the end. So like it or not, family, these books are coming out. They are coming out. And you see the proof, family. We cannot shy away from this anymore. We can't duck this smoke no more. Okay? The whole book of Jeremiah gone. Look, no book of Habakkuk. no book of Nahum, no Zechariah, no Zephaniah, but y'all want to tell me that we got all the books? Hey, family, I know that y'all see this. Anybody who's watching this video, so far on this live, we've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. If you've been on here this whole hour and 20 minutes, or even for the last 30 minutes, there is no way that you can deny what we are witnessing right now. Knowledge is being increased, and nobody's going to stop this, family. Hazelwood says, hello, Melissa. SP says, knowledge is indeed increasing. It sure is. Melissa Israel says, blessing, Hazel. King David 144 says, they even got us so scared to tap in and seek the Most High on a higher level and call evil because the wicked do it to talk to familiar spirits, which is abomination. We were super spiritual people, literally. Exactly, King David. But these heathens have literally, as you stated, have scared us. They've scared us out of being connected to the power of Yahweh. King David says, jumping over 200 feet wall like it's nothing. That's the spirit of the Most High once we fully connect. Say it again, King David. I was telling one of my family members about that today. One of my Christian family members. Love him to death. But of course, when I tell him, I start talking to him like that, like what King David just said, of course he doesn't believe. Maurice Watkins says, shalom, King. Shalom to you. Shalom to you, brother. People really have a hard time, King David, accepting like jumping over a 200-foot wall, being a literal, live, superhero immortal. People can't grasp that, King David. Hazelwood says restoration is coming, family. Yes, it is, family. And look, that's how y'all know restoration is coming, because the Most High is restoring knowledge to us. This is a beautiful thing, family. So when these books come out that we haven't heard of before, we haven't read, just think if you was in slavery in 1807 and somebody would have stepped to you with the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah would have been considered the Apocrypha. Family, y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Apocrypha means hidden book. Jeremiah, the book of Psalms, the book of Leviticus, the book of Numbers. All of those books would be considered apocryphal in 1807 because they were not in the Bible. But are they of the Most High? Of course they are. Do y'all see that? Family, I'm trying to say any kind of statement I can to get you guys to see what we talking about, family. Because I'm tired of being deceived, and I'm tired of my brothers and sisters being deceived. And judgment is in the land, as you guys can see. Eclipse coming very soon. What a beautiful time. Most High is getting ready to do his thing. J.R. Meadow says 100. King David says, call us wicked. Once we want to connect to the Most High 100%, why they scared it's going to happen, the Most High going to spread that energy to the Most High only. Why they do anything to defile our body, notice the Most High only always teach, keep clean. Yes, he does, King David. Keep clean bodies. Yes, he does. Yup. Indeed. Indeed. Family, as always, I've enjoyed my time here with you guys. I said I wasn't going to keep y'all that long, but this was a very intense topic, a very controversial topic. But I do believe that even if only one person out there can see this now, they couldn't see it before. I'm very grateful to that because we've been held back for so long. The Most High is getting ready to turn us loose soon, y'all. And that's why this knowledge is coming out at an astounding rate. All praises to the mighty one of Jacob. Okay? Fair use, fair use. I'm going to let this song play one more time, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Family, what you guys can do is hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the bell for subscriptions. Check out this 12 Tribes freestyle. Peace, blessings, love, and safety to the 12 tribes of Israel. Much love, family. Tav X.
Waste no time. come on the track, I kinda blow your mind. You hear the beat and I know you remember, but you never heard lyrics quite like this. Making up the verse as I go, coming off of my dome, and what do you know? It's the end of the world. Today down in Baltimore, the freaking bridge collapsed. Some people got hurt, some people stayed alive, but the story's still going on. The Most High, he looks real angry, but don't you try to change me, cause sometimes my words are harsh, and sometimes in the spirit realm I go dark with the lyrical attacks. You think that I'm whack, but you don't know the fact that the Hebrews is coming back, and it's ordained by the Most High. He gonna put you in slavery.
King David says something with our DNA they scared of. That's the fear they're talking about, rising up with supernatural power that seek him only. That's right.
You some liars.
Natea says shalom.
I got much love. I send prayers up above. I love you all. Listen to my words. Obey the Most High. 12 tribes, that's my folks. It ain't no joke. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. 12 tribes, that's my folks. I know you don't like it. It ain't no joke.
12 tribes.
You did, now it's time to pay the price. I know it ain't nice. 12 tribes, that's my folks. I know you don't like it. It ain't no joke. You did.
I'ma ride around blasting this on April the 8th.
You should have thought twice. This is freestyle. And I probably shouldn't even be rapping, cause I just lost my voice 2 days ago. That's why I haven't been making videos like that, trying to relax. But sometimes I get this feeling. Oh, what a feeling, like Toyota. And I have to go and start recording. But in this sense, I'm dropping the freestyle. And the Most High put the spirit on me to love my brethren like I love myself. So I gotta share anything I learn, you know I gotta share. And beware false prophets, people telling you that the law is done away with, telling you to follow another God. But to me it seems odd. I come from the streets, born in Washington, D.C., but now I'm getting kind of free because I got my identity back. Matter of fact, pass me a stack of chains so I can put somebody in slavery. A matter of fact, not just somebody, all the nations that put hands on us, I can't wait to fuss and make a big old scene when I'm slapping one of my slaves, because they did that to us and they did much more. I won't ignore. I don't sleep and I don't snore, cause I'm really on a mission, I'm really on the job.
Hit the like button.
If I was a mob of angry Hebrews and they want revenge, you want to say we wrong, but we're not, cause we some battle axes. And in the end, your ass will get taxes taken out of them by the Most High. And the Hebrews, we gonna be right on his heels, bringing you the pain and making you squeal. And once again, pass me some chains so I can put them around your hands and neck and sell you out front of the yard. You did that to me, so you should be expecting the same back. Did you not hear? As you have done, so shall it be done. And it's going to be quite fun. Holler out the Hebrews, the Howard portion, and King David Psalms 144. He ruled on the island too, and Yehuda too, and Yasharal. 12 tribes, that's my folks. You don't like it, it ain't no joke. You did what you did, now it's time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. 12 tribes, that's my folks.
Melissa Israel says shalom, family. Shalom.
Time to pay the price. You should have thought twice. Shout out to all the Hebrew Israelites worldwide. Had to hit y'all with a freestyle. Yeah, I wrote the chorus, but the verse was freestyle. Hebrew.
All praises to the Most High and him only. Tavex Hebrews. You can find that freestyle on the page called 12 Tribes Freestyle Rap. I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys do your best Stay humble, learn of the Most High, try your best to keep His commandments, teach others to strive to keep the Most High's commandments. Remember that it's Yahweh and Yahweh only, Yahweh a God.